Hi guys, Simon here from Hot Numbers, and today we're going to demystify espresso for you. What is espresso and why do we have it? It was developed in Italy. Originally it was called Cafe Express, and the reason we have it is because they wanted coffee fast. So the way to do that is that we extract oil from the coffee bean, as we do with all forms of brewing. What we're doing is we're breaking that particle down to the smallest level possible, and to get the oils out of it fast, we put water under pressure. So we use 9 bar of pressure, and that was originally actually from a lever machine. So that was put through the coffee to deliver 9 bar with a big spring and a piston through the coffee bed to get the oils out of it as fast as possible. And in order to have maximum surface area of the coffee particles, they needed to be small. That's where espresso came from, Cafe Express. We now call that espresso. What we're doing now is we're grinding these particles as small as they can, as we're going to show you here, with a very good burr grinder. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice fluffy coffee bed there. And we're going to inject water from our lovely Marzocco Mini for the home user. It's a very good quality coffee machine, this, and we're going to use 9 bar of pressure to push through the water, filtered water out of that, through the coffee bed. Here we are. If you've got any problems at home as well, hopefully you can write in the comments and I can talk you through any processes that you need. But we've got all the tools here today, so we're going to talk you through every stage of that. We've got a nice basket here. We've cut the bottom of this one actually, so a naked filter basket, and the reason we've got that is so we can actually see what's happening to the shot. Quite often in espresso you can get channeling, and what that is when you haven't got the coffee bed prepared correctly, water will find its path of least resistance through there and spray out, and it will miss all the nice oils that you've got on your coffees. It's important that we prepare this, we grind it correctly, we distribute it, and we tamp it correctly, so that when we run the coffee through, we get very even extraction through the coffee bed to get the oils out of the coffee. Here we go. First of all, we've got our tamp mat to protect the bar. We've got our distribution tool, Motta distribution tool, and that gives us a nice even coffee bed. Final stage, we're going to tamp it. So we've got a nice wooden tamper here, and we're just going to apply a fair bit of pressure, a little bit of a twist, and we've prepared a nice coffee bed there. Before that, I have weighed out the coffee here. The Tuff-Weigh scales, I've prepared it so I've actually got the correct dose in there each time. So the grinder's giving me a measured dose, but this is all dependent on what size coffee basket you have in there, so that will vary somewhat. But we can talk you through that if you've got any problems with that as well. I just want to show you today though really the basics. So we have set up this grinder and probably taken about half an hour to do so. It does take a little while to prepare. We do this every morning in Hot Numbers as well. We dial in the grinders so that it's actually running correctly. And that's a process that will vary throughout the day as the heat affects the coffee as well. We make minute adjustments throughout the day, and that's normal. But that's why espresso is inherently difficult to get right. You can get a bit into this stuff, so you know it's quite nice to invest time into this, and the results will be rewarding, I hope. A good coffee machine with filtered water is important, like this one. You can't beat this one, the Marzocco home machine. It's a beautiful looking machine, and we've got filtered water in this. We're going to run a bit of water off the group head. This is a manual machine, and what that does is it will clean any old coffee that's on the top of the shower screen there, and it will also bring nice hot water ready to brew the next shot. It's got a pipe that goes from the boiler to the shower screen to the group head, and that wants hot water for your next shot. So as hot as it can be. If we've just brewed one right before we make a coffee, it's going to be the best it can be. Now, put our glass underneath, and we're looking for extraction in 25 to 35 seconds we're going to do now. And like this, it wants to be like honey off a spoon. So we've got a lovely slow drip there, and it will be coming into a nice central channel, I hope, with no channeling. That one looks spot on. Really happy with that. We've got some nice tiger striping going on here. And we've, most importantly, got crema. Now, crema is the sign that the coffee is fresh. It's carbon dioxide that's given off as a result of the brew process. And we're happy to see that on there. So that means the coffee's fresh, and I know this is because it was only roasted 2 days ago. If you use coffee that's also literally on the day of roast, that will give problems because there'll be too much gas given off, and that can cause all sorts of chaos in there. So we let the coffee rest a couple of days before we use it, at least. But as you can see here, we've got some lovely coffee. It's got a crema on, looks good. More importantly, it tastes good. We've got a nice sweetness from that. One of the main problems, like I said earlier, is in channeling and preparing your coffee. So the coffee can run through too fast or it can run through too slow. We have a benchmark of that 25 to 35 seconds, but we always encourage all of our staff to taste the coffee, and I'd encourage you to do that at home. You know, you can be as technical as you like and you can discard coffees because they're not hitting a right time window, but most importantly, don't do that. Taste the coffee. Is it good? If it tastes good, it is good. I think that's one of the most important things as we become so technically absorbed in this stuff. You can go too far. Trust your instincts, trust your taste buds, make it fun, you know, make it exciting, and adjust your grinder, make adjustments throughout, and keep tasting. I think I'd encourage you just to keep tasting. Grinders can hold also a coffee's worth in the burrs. So every time you make an adjustment, I think where a lot of people fall down is that they don't get rid of their shot. They've got a shot already in the burrs of the grinder. Once you've made an adjustment to your grinder, you need to get rid of that shot before the new shot comes through. Any adjustment you make, discard one shot and the next one should be at the correct adjustment. That's a very important point because people keep chasing their tail with the grinder. They say, oh, I can never quite get there and it's always out of adjustment. It's literally because of the grinder. They all work in harmony though, so you want a nice espresso grinder, burr grinder, take your time, dial it in well, and it'll brew you some lovely espresso to get excited about. We can help you with any of the kit as well. We sell in the Hot Numbers store. We've got tampers, distribution tools, bar mats, scales, etc. And most importantly, machine cleaner as well. So you want to keep your machine clean and the coffee will taste good. We have a blank disc and some poulet caf, which we run through the machine each night as well. That helps keep the machine, gets rid of all the old oils if it keeps the coffee tasting fresh. Happy brewing. Hope you get on well. Give us a shout. Any comments, we'll help you with it. Hot Numbers.